Okay, here we go for number 2. Filling. I've got them in there. Hopefully the correct way this time. We will find out. But I don't know how doing it this way. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I did it again. I think. Yeah. All right. This is the second attempt at making my Santa head mold. And yes, I did mess up in the beginning and put the heads in the wrong way again. But luckily I just poured the silicone in here. But since I realized I made the mistake, I quickly dug in and turned everything over. So now the heads are in the right direction. I'm hoping, this thing has lots of bubbles in it, so I'm hoping that it doesn't cause problems with the faces and have holes in it. What was I looking for? Oh, there it is. Sorry for the reach. Here we go again. Undoing the, oops. I'll try and get this started. Taking off the silicone. The hot glue that I put around the edge to seal it. It actually seals it pretty good. And I like this ring, so I'll probably use it for future mold making. We shall see how it turns out. And this is where, as you can see, some of the silicone spilled over from me turning those over inside the silicone, which is okay. That actually came off pretty good with this silicone on there. Okay, let me turn this so I can see this side. Almost. And the hot glue comes off of the glass real easy. It can be cleaned off. Not a problem. Oops. Put that in the garbage. And I'll be doing this later too. Cleaning out the mold. The container I mix the molding chemicals in. Alright, let's see if we can get this up now. It's still got a section. Let me move that out of the way again. Yeah, there's still some glue there, I think, that went under. Yeah. So there's still a little thin layer of glue underneath it. but, and it's coming up, I can see it. Okay. I know, excuse me if I'm not in frame. Okay, probably suction. No, I think that's glue, actually. Or it's the silicone. I'm not sure which. Because it looks like it's come apart. And I gotta be careful. I'm gonna turn that the other way. Because I'm pretty klutzy with knives. I'm always cutting my fingers. Well, not cutting them, but doing like paper cuts on them for some stupid reason. You just don't want to come up, do you? Ow, that hurt. Oh, there we go. I just had to get my fingers under there. There it goes. Okay. I'll get this back in view of the camera. And there's my mold again. And all this stuff comes right off. So that's why this is reusable over and over again, which I think was a great idea. I can be smart sometimes. Okay, now throw that away. Let's turn you upside down. Oh, now you want to re-stick. Ah, gotcha. All right. Yeah, you can see where there's a lot of silicone slipped under the edging here, causing it to stick more. Okay, now what? Oh, this is scary. Okay, because I know I have to cut it out. Which is okay. Remember, I'm still learning how to do this. And I learn by my mistakes. So I'm just going around it, around the edge. That should be enough to get it out. Okay, and I'll get this top layer up is what I want. Actually, there we go. Okay. It doesn't want to cooperate. I'm trying not to be in the frame. I'm trying not to get my hand in your view. Okay. Let's see how you turned out. It is a pretty thick. As you can see, it's pretty thick here. I don't know how deep it is. Let's go over here. Not quite an 1.25 inches deep. But that was almost the whole thing here, and here it feels like there's probably about this much left in each one. Oh, I'm off screen there. About that much left in there is what it feels like. Now what I'll do, since I have 2 bottles of these, as you can see, they both have some, I'll put them in the same bottle, 1 bottle, instead of having 2 bottles. Okay. Oh, that's coming out nice and easy. Oh, wow, it did. Let's see. Now the real trick to see if it actually works is pouring silicone in it. Yeah. That, or press clay into it to see how it turns out. But the Santa head came out just fine. And this does look like it has a lot of the detail, like here. So I'm just going to put that in here, because I'm going to be pulling that out anyway. Put it in the cup. Okay, let's see. Now, some of these, like this one, is deeper at this end than this end because of the shape of these, because you can see here, get an angle. This is a little taller than this part, and this part's not as tall as the other part, so they're going to be different. Yes. I should add some of my bird sounds to this, so you guys aren't just listening to blank space. Let's see if we can get under there. I'll do it with this hand. I really need to plug that in. Hold on here. Move stuff around. I need to get some more light in here. Okay, there we go. Oops, turned it back off. I think that helps. Okay, so I'm going to use my right hand to try and peel this stuff out. Ah, there, I got it. So all I'm doing is going around and cutting that off, stretching it out. Yeah, using the right side. I think my knife is dull. Is the problem. It should be just fine on silicone. This is actually kind of fun. I think you can still see what I'm doing here. It's hard to see in the phone. Okay, let's see if I do it this way. If you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, sort of. And I think some of the YouTubes say that you don't have to get all the way over the piece you want to mold, because you can see I'm having to cut the stuff off. That just helps prevent you from having to pull it off. Okay, it's coming out pretty easy. Oh no. Okay, got a bubble there. Oh wait, that's this. It's deeper. And we got a little bit of paint there. Okay. Like I said, the best test of this is going to be actually making some resin pieces out of it and see how it does, which I think would be cool to do. Now I'm going to do the rest of these, go around and take off the top skin, and then I'll be back. You don't need to sit here and watch that the whole time. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back now. Got all the backs off of these, so now we'll just unveil them. I can't wait to actually try this mold out. Okay, and I did have to cut all of those hooks I had on these here. These didn't have any because they weren't finished, so that they would be flat. They wouldn't have hooks on there that get stuck. Oops. These actually come out pretty good. I'm surprised. Well, I shouldn't be. But it's new. Here's where one of the, I don't know if you can see that, one of the metal pieces, and the other part was right here in the middle that I had to cut off. And I'm glad I did do it this deep, because some like this one are really thick. And then you see this one that's not finished is pretty thin. But even without the backing on it, you can see this one's still pretty thin compared to this one. And the big one, I'm pushing from the back side. Yeah. This one's a little bit more difficult as far as the mold is concerned and getting it out, and I'll show you why. Because as you can see, I did strings of clay here instead of just texturing the clay. So this made it more difficult, and of course more pieces fell off of the original. But that's okay. It's still in there. The design is still there. So that's what counts. Well, I'm not sure about this one because it's definitely in there. Oh, got it. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a problem. Yeah, I think I might cut that because I think that's going to be a problem when I do the silicone on it. And I can see there's some more paint in here. There's some paint in here. Well, it's not really paint, it's clay because I used colored clay. That's all clay. None of it's painted. So, there's the first mold. My very first mold. Well, my second mold. But hopefully, on this one, it's going to look weird. Oh well. Probably what I want to do for my first painting on here is use some mica powders to put into the mold first before the silicone, before the resin. And I'll do that another time. But I think it turned out pretty good. Now we'll see if there's any kind of adjustments I want to make. And see, it's still got all those bubbles. But I don't think there's a way to get rid of them. But I don't really see... Well, there's a bubble there, so it put a hole in there. But that... I think it'll be okay. Yeah. So, we shall see. That'll be in an upcoming video when I go to paint these and see how they turn out. So thank you for going on this adventure with me. You all have a nice day, and I'll be back with an update. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.